Hello and happy Friday. Today in our live video, what we are going to learn about is what you need to be doing in order to lose weight and actually get your health better right now with real results. So if you are watching this, I'd love it if you could drop a hashtag live, hashtag replay. Let me know some takeaways. If you're live, feel free to ask questions. If you're watching the replay, ask questions because this is pinnacle to you actually getting your health goals this year. So what I mean is we're sitting here on February 4th as of right now, and some of us have some results, some of us have no results, some of us are still pondering on what exactly is the right plan or what to do next and what I should do. But hear me out. If right now you are thinking, what do I do next? What diet? Why am I not seeing results? Why am I not being able to, continue to hold myself accountable? Why is it that it's, I make these few small steps ahead in a couple of things, but the scale doesn't move or the pant size doesn't change, or worse yet, it's like I do get the pants to feel a little bit better, but then all of a sudden the pants aren't feeling good again. And it's this constant vicious cycle of up and down and up and down. Well, the truth is that you love food and you love your body and you want to feel better about yourself and you want to feel comfortable in your skin and you want to enjoy your life. But something is really stopping you. And that piece that's stopping you is that you're catering your life to a diet. You're literally changing yourself to fit into a plan that was never really meant for you. So, so kind of hear me out. Here, I want to go through 5 things of why you are not getting the results that you want and why you continue to beat your head up against the wall. And the first thing is because you do love the food, right? You do love the food. You do. So how would you know if you love the food? You enjoy going out with people. You enjoy a fine glass of wine. You enjoy traveling to new places and trying new cuisine. You love local cuisine. You love to enjoy the taste of a cupcake. You love to try new pizza. You love to try new things that are delicious and bring you great pleasure. As we move up in our social status, as we progress and we get new promotions and we make more money, wealth and food are a social status. I mean, think about it. People used to signal how wealthy you were by how much you weighed, right? We've always heard, I don't know if you've ever heard this actually, but something that I heard was you eat like a king for breakfast, a queen for lunch, and a pauper for dinner, right? So you go backwards on that. Now, I'm not promoting that, but what I'm saying is the king eats the most, right? The king is the power of the kingdom. The king gets to eat. But the queen, no, not so much. She's got to keep herself dainty, right? But maybe you are the queen. Maybe you're the queen of your world and you are making 6, 7, 8 figures. You are conquering the business world. You are taking on the next promotion. You're doing the things, but you're still eating like a pauper because the diet tells you to eat like a pauper. The Weight Watchers tells you that a bottle of wine is like all of your points for the day. And it's like, well, how's that going to work? I just can't eat, right? So we get food along in our social status. Food becomes a piece of us, right? So what we do when we go into a diet is we're like, oh, we're going to just throw all that out. We're not going to really care. Our diet doesn't really matter. It's completely okay that I'm getting rid of all the foods that I love. It's okay that I'm skipping the dining out and the wine and the fun things that I do with my friends. It's totally okay because when I get to that amazing body weight, I'm going to be able to do it. Makes no sense, right? So your brain literally is like, what? What are you trying to have me do? You're telling me I got to track everything, count everything, measure everything, but then we're going to get to this beautiful picture? Like, it doesn't make sense, right? So what we do here is that we decide, I'm going to count the calories, I'm going to track the macros, I'm going to do the meal planning, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to yield a result. But the truth is that we never really get the results because we don't change our love for food. We don't change that, we enjoy Friday nights going out to dinner, that we enjoy the pizza, that we enjoy the wine, right? We don't change that piece of us. Instead, we're trying to force ourselves to be this counter, this portion controller, this whoever, right? Okay. So if that applies to you, please write number one applies to me. I'd love to know. Again, if you're watching hashtag live, hashtag replay, I'd love to know you're here. Write questions or takeaways. I'd love to help you as we go along. So number two, another reason that I really think that you're struggling to get results is because you're identifying as someone who struggles to get results. Right now you're saying here like, oh, I do all these things for weight loss and it's up and down. And I've struggled with the same 30 pounds for years upon years upon years. And this is my year. I'm turning 40 or 50 or 60 and I'm going to lose that weight. Oh, but menopause, or oh, but I'm at a different, life right now. I've been struggling to lose this for so long, it just doesn't come up. So you're basically telling your brain and your body, we don't lose weight. We don't lose weight because we're menopause or we have thyroid issues or we have, we're hitting 50 or we're too busy with work in order to see this loss. So we're talking ourselves into this is our solution. So if you're identifying as somebody that's not going to see a loss, boom, there you go. You're never going to see a loss because you keep telling yourself that, right? The third thing is that you have become this chronic dieter, somebody that just is unhappy at all points. You go to the mirror, oh, this looks gross and that looks gross and this needs to be fixed. And do you see the lines on your face? That's not really applicable to diet, but it isn't, but not for this scenario. But as you say that to yourself, as you tear yourself down and you rip yourself apart, you're never going to see that result. Well, as far as I'm concerned, no keto, no Weight Watchers, no other diet plan out there, for lack of better words, is actually teaching you how to control the inner part of you. Instead, they're saying, here's your diet plan, follow X, Y, and Z. You'll get the results that you want. You'll get exactly what you need if you do this plan. Oh, you didn't do the plan? Well, no wonder, no wonder you're not getting the results. You didn't track that calorie. You lied to yourself. You're doing X, Y, or Z. Well, you got to count the points every day. You got to show up at the meetings. You got to show up live. You've got to track this. You've got to track that. And now you have like a parent diet figure. Ugh, right? Like you have somebody telling you this is what you must do. And because of that, a small part of you in the back of your brain is kind of rejecting that. It's semi-rejecting it because you're like, why are you controlling my food? Why are you controlling my calories? Why are you telling me another task I have to do for the day? When in all actuality, what I want is I want to eat the food. I want to enjoy my life. I just want to feel better in my skin. I want to put on the clothes and feel good. I want the clothes in the closet to fit. I want to go into my 50th birthday year looking great. I want to have the ability to feel better about myself. I want to know what I should eat when I go to the restaurant. I want to know what it is that I should do. I want to be in control and I want to be that powerhouse person that gets the results that I want. Well, in order to do that, you're going to have to transition the things that are going on inside of you, not find another way to restrict calories or take out the foods you love or to do things that you think you need to do when you don't really have an answer. And that leads to number 4. We go to the internet for our answers. Well, this person's cut out carbs and this person's cut out sugar and this person's done this. And I see these drastic results. And if I do that, then I get the results, right? True. But do you really want to avoid carbs for the rest of your life? Do you really want to be keto for the rest of your life? Excuse me. Do you really want to follow every restriction? Or do you want to learn how to eat for yourself? To learn how to remove the emotional eating pieces, to learn how to control the disease risk that you have, to learn how to eat all the foods you love and enjoy what you do and see the scale fall and get the result. Is that something that you want to do? Piece together how that diet needs to fall so you can lose weight, but you can still live your life with the foods you love, with a diet plan that you're accepting of, with a fitness plan you're accepting of, and getting the results. See, number 5 is that you tell yourself it's not a big deal, right? Because you've been telling yourself for how many years you're going to lose this weight. You've tried how many diet plans. So to your brain, this is like, oh, this is just a habit. This is what we do. We go through diets, we do XYZ, we are addicted to doing this, but we don't actually get results. It's just who we are. We chronically diet and demand to see results, and we restrict and restrict and we restrict and we overexercise or whatever it is that you do. You're telling your brain. And so your brain literally doesn't want to see the results. So it sabotages you so you don't get results, because if you got the results, then we wouldn't do this chronic dieting thing habitually. So we won't see anything change, right? So you don't really want the results. You think you want the results, but you don't really want the results. Here's how to tell if you really want results. What are you doing right now that you haven't already done to lose weight? Really ask yourself that question. Oh, well, I'm trying this new fad diet. That's the same thing. I don't care if it's keto, if it's paleo, if it's Weight Watchers, if it's counting your calories, if it's doing macros. You're choosing to take some sort of mainstream fad diet and make it your own. That's not a solution. It's just a different Band-Aid problem. It's just a different reading of a self-help book that's basically the same thing as the one that you read before. It just has a different title and author. Really think about it. What are you actually doing? What have you actually implied or changed? Instead, it's, well, I'm just gonna restrict again. I'm gonna, I know what I need to do. I'm just gonna take out all the fun in my life, lose the 10 pounds, look great on the bikini when I go to Florida, or when I go on this massive vacation that I have planned to Hawaii, or whatever it is. You choose to literally put yourself through something to feel better. And then on the vacation, it's like, woohoo! I'm here. I'm going to eat everything. I'm going to enjoy everything. And then I come back and I'm like, oh my gosh, my waist, my body. Oh gosh, what happened? Oh, it's okay. I'll get it back because I don't have to go on a trip for a little while. Then the trip comes, we repeat the vicious cycle. Or we never actually get it off. See, you think it's okay. And here's my favorite is when I say to people, what's going to happen if you don't change what it is you're doing? Well, nothing. I mean, nothing's really going to happen. Really? You're going to waste a whole year of your life completely upset about the way that you look, how you weigh, all of those things. And so you've lost time. You've lost 365 days of your life, and you're going to tell me that it's going to be the same? Abso-freaking-lutely not. No way. So when you think about it, you're not placing enough value on your health. If you run a business, if you run a family, if you run a family and a business, if you are looking to better yourself, your health is everything. If you have no health, you have no job. If you have no health, you don't have the ability to take care of others. If you've had COVID at all and you've had the lack of energy, you know exactly how that feels. How would that feel if that was you every single day? Every single day you had lack of energy because you were not taking care of you. Instead, you're just like, take it on. I got to do this podcast. I got to do this next thing in my business. I have to go to the next level because you're not actually taking care of you. It's like, oh, wait, it costs what money? You want me to invest what or do what? Oh, no. That can't happen. Like, do you understand that Weight Watchers is only $20 a month? Do you understand that I can follow keto for free? Do you understand? Yeah, sure. Okay. And if you want a Gucci handbag, you don't go into the Gucci store and say, do you have any that are like the price of Goodwill? No. When you go to Gucci, you expect to get first class experience. And that's what a coach is going to give you. That's the difference. So the whole thing that I want you to come across here is that to get results, you have to identify yourself as different. You have to admit that you are a food lover and stop taking it away from you. You have to truly live and love the diet things that you're doing. You have to stop believing that you are a dieter. And number 5 is you have to see that you are worth getting the actual help, get you results. So you stop wasting your time. How many evolutions around the sun do you want to make that you hold 0 results? How many times do you want to weigh yourself and call yourself a Weight Watcher? How many times do you want to follow ketosis and measure the ketones in your urine? How many times do you want to give your employees just the health plan? Oh, I'll get you a gym membership, or I'll get you X, Y, or Z. You're not going to get them any results. Instead, you're just going to give money away to the highest or to the lowest bidder, really. And it's basically just like donating, only you don't get the money back or get a nice fancy tax write-off. Doesn't even make any sense, right? So think about yourself as the Mercedes that you are, or the Royals Rose. I can't even say it right now. Forget it. The Gucci handbag, the the tip top of whatever it is you are, that $1 million home that you want. And how you treat your health is exactly how you're going to get your life. So if you continue to do these 5 things and continue to identify as, oh, I'll just do this. I know I got this. I just got to kill myself at the gym more, or restrict this, or stop eating this, or take away that. Money, wealth, happiness is food. It's so intertwined that no matter what you do to restrict all those things, you're not building your happiness. You're taking it away. You're not helping yourself. You're detracting from yourself. So think about that today on this Friday. I hope that if you watch this, you will drop a hashtag replay, drop a question, drop a comment. I'd love to help you to get better results this year, so that way you can see exactly what you want on the scale. All right. I hope you guys have a fit and fabulous Friday.